continue.
Good morning, Mia A. Good morning, Layla. Good morning, Javi. Good morning, Esteban. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, Andres.
Good morning, Ms. Morales.
Hi. Good morning, Deleza. We are 2 minutes before 8 a.m., so we'll just wait a little bit until everyone starts trickling in.
Good morning. Hello to your teacher.
Good morning. And thank you guys for being on time. Good morning, Daniel. Javi, if you could do me a favor, please, could you just mute? You're fine, thank you. Good morning, Bryce. And I apologize, I could only see about like 8 students. I can't see everyone's faces, so. Good morning, Logan. Good morning, Isaiah. Good morning, Amira.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Sulema. Okay, I will wait 2 more minutes. In the meantime, for those who do not recognize me, hi, good morning. My name is Miss Morales. You can also call me Miss M. That's fine. And I am Mrs. Beagle's student teacher. So I basically just have been observing you guys, watching what you guys do. And then for today, I will be covering a section for the day. Okay, so Miss Beagle will come back, but I'll be covering a section. Good morning, Jennifer.
Actually, Mrs. Beagle is here, and I'll be watching and listening to everything.
Good morning, Miss Beagle.
Morning, I'm on mute.
I don't see you, teacher. I don't see you.
Okay, I will wait about 2 more minutes. I'll give the class 2 more minutes before we start. because I only have 19 students so far. Again, thank you guys for being on time because we really appreciate it.
Is Jacqueline here? I don't see her, but it says she's on.
Yeah, I see the same on my end.
I'm here.
Jacqueline?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Should have your camera on.
I appreciate that everyone has their mic on mute, everyone's camera is on, everyone's ready to go. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. We're gonna go ahead and get started with our journal. Let me actually go over our schedule first, so you have an idea what's going to happen, okay?
Excuse me. This is Catalena's mom. She'll be done right now.
Oh, I'm sorry?
Oh, sorry? Yeah, I'm Catalena's mother. She'll be done right now.
She'll be down, okay. Thank you. Okay, just to give you guys the rundown, from 8 a.m. until 10, we're going to cover math, like you usually do, right? And if we finish early, we are going to do 30 minutes of Lexia and 30 minutes of, Moby Max. Okay, and then at 9:30, those who go to the different class, you're going to be dismissed at 9:30. You guys should know who you are. And that's at 10 to 10:15 is our break. Okay, so for right now, we're going to do math time. Let's get started with our journal. So since we're covering addition and subtraction, we're going to go ahead and do some addition and subtraction word problems. So if everyone has a paper and pencil, go ahead and get that out. Okay, so far I do see everyone with a pencil, paper in front of them. Good job, guys. Okay. All right, so there are 2 ducks, okay? Then 6 ducks join them. So how many ducks are there in all? And that's a key word, in all. So that should give away what you should be doing to find the answer.
I'm not gonna answer you. I'm not gonna answer you.
Okay, for right now, if you could just be everyone on mute, and we'll answer all together, okay? So let's just work on that together. So again, I'll repeat it one more time. There are 2 ducks, then 6 ducks join them. How many ducks are there in all? Okay, can someone give me an answer by raising your hand? Oh, I see Layla. Thank you for raising your hand. And you go ahead and unmute and give me the answer.
2 plus 6 equals 8.
Good job. That's awesome, yeah. And you could also have solved it by doing a drawing diagram. So you don't need to draw out ducks. You could do circles to represent a duck. So here I have, if you can see, no, it's very hard to see. But you could draw 2 circles to represent 2 ducks, and then you could draw 6 circles to represent the 6 ducks that joined, and then you count all together, and that will give you 8 ducks in all. So that one was pretty easy, right? Okay, so let's do another problem. Okay. Oh, yeah, so you could have done a drawing, like I mentioned, or you could have done it like an equation. Layla, which one, how did you do it? Did you do it like a drawing, or did you do it like a equation?
Equation.
Okay. That's good. Usually we do drawings when it's a bigger number. That usually helps. Okay, how about we'll do one more problem. Let's see. I'm gonna use one of your names as this word problem. See, Isaiah had 8 gingerbread cookies. Bryce ate 3 of them. How many cookies are left? So one more time. Isaiah had 8 gingerbread cookies. Bryce ate 3 of them. How many cookies are left? Raise your hand if you have the answer. Well, that was quick. Mia A, go ahead and unmute, please.
8 minus 3 equals 5.
Awesome. Yeah, that is correct. And the key word in this problem is how many are left. That usually means that we're taking away something. So that is subtraction. And 5 is the correct answer. All right, so since that kind of warmed us up a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and turn to page 101 in our math textbooks. It should say, "Am I ready?" on the front cover. Which should look like this textbook. And we're going to turn to page 101. 101. Jacqueline, are you there? Nayeli, I don't see your guys' face. I need to make sure that you guys we're all on the same page.
I'm here because my camera doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Okay.
100.
I'm not finding it.
Okay, awesome. Now let's go ahead and mute everyone so we don't get any distractions, okay? So everyone mute, please. So I see Jennifer, you need to mute, please. Let's see. Amir, oh no, Amira, you're good. Daniel, I don't see your face either. And if you can mute. All right, so you should see you should see on page 101, it says, am I ready? And right there on the directions, it says, write the missing numbers. So this is going to be an independent work. We are going to review this. We're going to review the wrong ones. I'll give you the right answers. And if you get some wrong, that's okay. You're not going to get graded on it, okay? So for now, let's do this independently, okay? I want to see how much you know by yourself. So I'll give you about, let's see, there's 7 problems. So I'll give you about 7 minutes, 1 minute for each, okay? I'll go ahead and put the timer for 7 minutes. Jorge, you have a question? No? Okay, the timer starts now.
Miss Morales,
Yes.
I don't have that book. I don't know why.
You don't have it with you? Mrs. Beagle, is there an alternative for students to do if they do not have the math textbook?
He does have it. Everyone has a packet, and it's in his folder.
Maybe you should need to do some digging, Daniel. It should be there somewhere. Could you look for it, please?
Can I see it again?
Yeah. This is the teacher's
Yeah,
edition?
They don't have the book. They have the pages from the book. So that's why he doesn't recognize it.
Oh.
Son las páginas.
What page is it again?
It's page 101. 101. And you guys still have 5 more minutes left to do this page. Were you able to find it, Daniel?
No, I don't have mine.
Not even the paper version?
No.
Can you go ahead and ask your mom or dad if they could help you? Or a guardian if you have? 2 more minutes. I love how you guys are working very quietly. Thank you. And quickly.
One.
Okay. Mrs. Beagle, what do you recommend for an alternative?
Who can't find the page?
This is Daniel.
Daniel. Okay, guys, was it in the Chaparral folder or the blue folder? Where did the rest of you find your page?
I found it in the Chaparral folder.
Okay, let me have one person answer. Okay, Bryce, that's not the folder that I gave you though. Is it? Oh, that must have been, no, he came in later.
I wrote math on it.
Yeah, he came in later, but
Okay.
everybody else had the same folder. Logan, what folder did you find your math in?
The Chaparral one.
All right, so Daniel, it's in your Chaparral folder. You have to find it. You apparently got it out of order. Okay, everybody had the same except for Bryce, who came in a little bit later. Go get your mom, Daniel.
Excuse me. Do we do the back page too?
Who's asking? I'm sorry.
Nayeli.
Nayeli? No, we're just going to do page 101. Just the 7 problems that's on there.
Okay.
Okay, seems like the 7 minutes are up. So we're going to go ahead and share out loud our answers. We're not going to be shouting. No, we're not going to say we're not going to say that answer very loud. Okay, we're just going to say it in a normal tone. And we're going to go very slow so that everyone can get the answer. Okay, so we're going to start with number 1. Question number 1, it says, write the missing numbers. Okay, so we see 0, 1. The box should be 2, 3, 4,
Shower.
5, 6, 7,
7,
8,
8,
9, and 10.
10.
Okay, so that should be the answer for number 1. If you did not get those answers, go ahead and correct it, okay? So for example, if you put a 3 on the first box, you need to correct that and put 2 because the right answer is 2. Okay, let's go on to question number 2. It says, write the missing numbers. So for the first blank, the answer should be 1. And then it should be 2, 3,
3,
4,
4,
5, 6, and 7.
7.
Okay. Now for question number 3. And do you notice we're counting by 1, right? We're just counting 1 by 1 so far. So question number 3, we have 11, 12,
12,
13, 14, 15, 16, and 17.
17.
And mark your correct answers in case you did not get it correct.
My mom is taking a shower.
Okay. Right now we're just going to focus on our math page, okay? Question number 4. Now this one is a little bit different. Did you guys notice? We do not count by 1 this time. We are counting by, can someone give me the answer by raising your hand? Logan, what are we counting by?
10.
10. That is correct. Thank you, Logan. Because if you notice, the first number is 10. The second number, it jumps to not 11, it jumps to 20. So to get to 20, we have to count 10 times, right? So the answer is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. Give me a thumbs up if you got that one right. And it's okay if you didn't. It's okay. A lot of you did. Good job. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to question number 5. The direction says add. So 5 plus 5 will equal 10. Good job. All right, now question number 6. We're almost done. 2 plus 2 plus 2.
2 equals 6.
6. Good job. Question number 7. I'll go ahead and read it out loud. It says, Elisa has 3 red cups, 3 blue cups, and 3 pink cups. So how many cups does she have in all? That's another keyword, in all. This kind of seems similar to the one we did in our journal time. Can someone give me the answer by raising their hand? Bryce. Bryce, you want to go ahead and give me the answer? I saw your hand raised.
6.
9. 9. There you go. Yeah, it is 9. And how did you solve that, Bryce?
I added 3 and 3 and 3.
Good job. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn to page 102. 102. Okay, if you notice, this is going to be about reviewing vocabulary. So it's going to go by pretty quick. We're just going to review our vocabulary. Just make sure you guys are refreshed in the mind. So we have addend, and we also have the vocabulary word some. Can someone tell me the difference between those two? By raising your hand. I see. Okay, Bryce is the only one raising his hand. Go ahead, Bryce.
Adding, it's when 2 numbers are being added, and sum, it means the number that goes, that's the answer.
Okay, that's very good. I loved your response to that, especially your add-in response, which is pretty, you hit it right on the nail, which means one number is being added to another number. Those are called add-ins. And then for sum, it is the total amount resulting from adding 2 or more numbers. So that's correct, yes. All right, so right there on page 102, you should read, it says my math words, and it also says review vocabulary, addend, and sum. The directions say write a review word in each box to describe the parts of each addition number sentence. Okay, so we have 7 plus 9 equals 16. We have 13 equals 6 plus 7. That one's arranged differently, right? The last one we have 5 plus 8 equals 13. So in those boxes, you either have to put addend or you have to put sum. So go ahead and fill that out on your own. I'll give you 5 minutes to do that one. Isaiah, do you mind doing me the favor, Isaiah? If you could just mute yourself?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Miss Morales,
Yes.
it's Alexis, and for some unknown reason, we keep losing connection. So if you don't see Alexis, we're trying to get back in. I had to call Mrs. Thompson to see if the whole class was out, but apparently it was just us.
Okay, thank you for letting us know.
Okay.
I know that yesterday the entire school was down.
Oh,
So
okay.
something might be going on in that area. They were calling out a technician today.
Oh, okay. Well, that
So
might be it.
yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah. We keep losing connection, like, I think 8 times now.
Oh,
So it just drops, and then I go in, and then on for a little while, then it drops again. But I wanted to let Miss Morales know if she didn't see Alexis. I'm here, so I make sure she's there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Page 101.
Daniel, you found the page? Daniel?
One?
Did you find the page, Daniel?
No.
Sí.
Oh,
¿Es
yes.
esa? ¿Qué hoja es esa?
Go.
Okay, are you on page? Actually, we already did 101, so now we are on page 102.
¿Y está?
102. Ajá, dice my mouth words y también arriba también dice review vocabulary.
Sí.
Okay, muy bien.
Queda bien. Está aquí. Está, ok. Mira, si buscas 103, es... Esta, ok. Esta y luego 4, 5 y 6, ok. 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 Trabaja bien eso. 7 plus 9.
Daniel, did you hear when I reviewed with the class the vocabulary word addend and also the vocabulary word some? Or do you want me to repeat it again?
Repeat it.
Repeat it? Okay. So addend, if you remember, this is a word that you already learned, but this is review. Okay, so addend means a number that is added to another number, right? Uh-oh, someone's not on mute. Okay, and then Daniel, we also have the other vocabulary word called sum. Sum is usually the number that is behind the equal sign. And that means a total amount resulting from adding a number to at least another number as well. And I know, Daniel, you got a late start, so go ahead and work on that quietly while the rest of the class, the timer is up. So let's go ahead and review the answers. So for the first equation, we have 7 plus 9 equals 16. 7 and 9, are those sums or are those addends? Raise your hand. Amira. Addends, yes they are. Thank you. And then the last number we have is 16. Like I said, it's usually the number behind the equal sign. And that one will be a sum. Okay, will be the sum. So it's not possible, if you notice, it's not possible to have two sums. That's not possible, actually. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. For the second equation, we have 13, if you rearrange it, we have 6 plus 7 equals 13. I know it says 13 equals 6 plus 7, but we can also rearrange it in our heads, and we see that it's 6 plus 7 equals 13. So we have 6 and 7. Are those addends or sum? Jennifer, Jennifer A.
The star goes and the number will have 1. And the little number goes on the number will have like 1. But if you see like 2 numbers, then the big number goes on it.
Did you say 13? Because Jennifer, you see 13 equals 6 plus 7. Is that correct?
Al otro lado tiene. La maestra que está diciendo ahí.
You did the wrong problem. It's okay.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did?
Ay, el de abajo, mami.
The,
Este de abajo que está diciendo la maestra. Bájale. Ujú. Los números, la maestra quiere que le digan los números. Sí. Es-
Dice 13 equals 6 plus 7. Right there should be boxes right below the number.
But below the number, okay.
Yeah. So for 13, what is this? I know it's a little bit tricky because it's rearranged differently, but can someone raise their hand? Oh,
It's
here we have Adrian. I'll let Adrian answer, okay, Jennifer? Adrian, what did you get for 13? Is it a sum or addend? It would actually be sum. And I'll explain why, okay? Because I'm sure you're not the only one who might have got that wrong, but it's okay. So we have 13 equals 6 plus 7. I'll go ahead and write it really big so everyone can see, hopefully. Here, let's see. There we go. Right? But we always want the equal sign to be at the end, not in the front. That doesn't make sense. So we're going to make it at the end. So what it should really say, it should be like this.
Miss Morales,
Yes.
can I go in the bathroom?
Do you mind waiting maybe just 2 more minutes? Can you hold it? Who's asking me?
Isaiah?
Can you hold it? Is that okay? Okay. Thank you. Okay, so it should be 6 plus 7 equals 13. This way it looks more like it makes sense. Okay, so we have 6 and we have 7. Those will be our addends. And now we do see that 13 is behind the equal sign. So what does that mean? That means the 13 is the sum. Not the addend, it's the sum. Okay? So for now we're on to the very third equation. It says 5 plus 8 equals 13. Can I have a volunteer to tell me the entire answer? Which one is the addend, which one is the other addend, and which one is the sum? Jacqueline.
Yes. One plus 8 equals 13.
Yes, so what would the 5 be considered? Did you say addend?
No.
Well, which one is addends and which one is the sum in that equation?
The sum is plus.
Remember, sum is the total of two or more numbers being added. Okay, so that means 13 will be the sum, right? 13 is the total since it's behind the equal sign. And 5 plus 8, those are the addends. Addends are numbers that are being added to one another. So 5 and 8 are addends. Okay? Well, I'm glad we got to review a little bit. We're going to do a little activity, and it's called My Foldable. We turn to the next page on 105, actually. 105. If you could turn to that page.
Miss Morales,
Oh, yes?
Alexis again. We do not have page 105. We go from 102 to 107. And I went through and made sure nothing was, I don't know what happened to those pages.
Does it say My Foldable?
Is it math?
Yes.
No, we don't have it. We have page 107, and we go from 102 to 107. I don't know. I went through every one of her.
Excuse me. There are no page numbers on those pages.
Oh, okay.
So they're actually, the page numbers coincide with the pages consecutively in the book, but the page number is not written on those pages, but you should have vocabulary and a foldable page.
Okay, let me check.
Okay.
I'll just,
Thank you, Ms. Beagle.
oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, better know I found them. Miss Morales, able to locate them. She now has them.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, Miss Beagle.
You're welcome.
Okay, mute it.
Okay, can everyone put that page to their camera just to make sure we're all on the same page? It should say My Foldable. It should be just one page, not two, just one page.
Miss Morales, page is it?
Since they don't have page numbers, just look for the title that says My Foldable on the very top.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yes, Jennifer?
Okay, good.
Miss Morales.
Uh-oh, let's make sure we're raising hands, okay? Right now, I think Jennifer had a question. I can't hear you, Jennifer.
Is it this thing?
No, let's see. Turn it around. No, it should be a different page. Let me see.
One?
No, there should be. It should. Let me hold this up to my camera so you can see. It should have an orange box.
No sé cuándo está.
Pero no me importa.
No, lo que ocupan ahorita. ¿Es el libro, no es Jenny? ¿No es el libro, Jenny, o es la hoja?
105. 105.
No, es página y no tiene letras. Entonces no va a decir página 105. Además, si buscas el papel que dice My Foldable, aquí arriba dice My Foldable y también tiene algo naranja también.
Maestro.
And then I would
Es esta. Es esta.
You got it? Okay, so we reviewed what add-in, we reviewed what sum is, and let's review one more vocabulary word. It's called array. Okay, can someone tell me by raise of hand what they remember what an array is?
¿Esta? Ponla en ningún lado.
Is someone confident enough, really brave enough to share to the class what an array is?
Is it this one?
Let me see, Jennifer. Can you turn it around one more time? No, right there, it says my vocabulary words. We're looking for my foldable.
Oh, so my foldable.
Yes, it should say my foldable.
Oh. That I'm having a hard time to find it.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll give you, I'm sure, let's see, Isaiah, do you have a question too?
This one says my foldable.
Yes, it should be that one. Yes.
Is it this one?
Yes, it is. My
Okay.
Isaiah, did you have a question? Sorry. Yes.
Oh, can I go in the bathroom?
Yes, you may, Isaiah. Thank you for waiting. Okay, now everyone should be on the same page. Let's go ahead and mute our mics. So Jennifer, if you could just mute your mic, please. Give me a thumbs up if you see my foldable, and if you also see an orange box on the lower right hand. Just so we're not doing the wrong page. Okay, Layla, we're good. Amira, you give me a thumbs up. Are you on the same page? You're good? Okay. Carolea, Alexis, good job. Jorge, Mia, Javi, Bryce, Jacqueline, Logan. Ricardo, are we all on the same page? Yeah? Ricardo, are we all on the same page? Yes? Okay. Jennifer, Jacqueline, Adrian. Okay, awesome. And then Isaiah went to the restroom. Oh, Daniel, are we on the same page? I don't see a thumbs up. Yes, very good. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So we went over sum, we went over addends, and let's review our very last vocabulary word, which should say an array. Okay, so I'll go ahead and review this. So make sure you have your listening ears on. An array are items arranged in rows or columns that shows equal groups. Okay, so what does that mean? So that means it's just basically either it's just items that are arranged in rows. Rows are, let's see. If you can see my camera, I have 6 boxes, right? We have 1, 2, oh, I can't, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 boxes. The ones that go like this, left and right, left and right, left and right, that's called rows. If we go just down and down, that's called column. Okay, so we have row, we have column. Do you notice that these are very organized? They're very organized in a way. So this would be considered an array. I'll show you an example what's not considered an array. So if we look at this, we have 5 boxes, but they're kind of random. It doesn't look very organized or equal. So this is not an array. Okay, so an array has to be equal, it has to be in a row, and it has to be in column, in an organized column. Okay, so if we look here on this page, it says my foldable. And it says follow the steps on the back to make your foldable. And if you could see, there's it's a little tiny scissor, and we're gonna go ahead and cut that out. Okay, so everyone make sure if you can get scissors for me, and we're gonna cut out the dotted lines. Okay, so if you need a parent to help you, or parent or guardian to help you, go ahead and get a parent. Or if you could do it by yourself, just be very careful, please. And go ahead and cut out where right on the very top where there's that little scissor, the orange. You're also gonna cut out in the green dotted line. So make sure we're cutting along the very top where there's a dotted line. Make sure we're cutting around the green dotted line as well, and the orange. What we should have left are four squares. It should be 4 squares. If you need help, go ahead and get a parent or guardian, please. If you have a question as well, you could go ahead and raise your hand and I'll answer. Deleza, did you have a question?
Do we cut the squares?
Yes, we are cutting along. If you look very closely on the page, there should be dotted lines. You're going to cut along those dotted lines.
Okay.
So it should be 4 small squares at the end. 4 small squares. I think I see 4 small squares on Bryce's end. Good job. Catalea, I see 4 small squares. Andres, you need to cut one more time in the middle. Jennifer, I'm not sure if you're cutting, but if you're not cutting it and you need help, go ahead and ask your mom and she could help you. Deleza, I still see 2 columns. You need to cut one more time in the middle. So it should be 4 small squares at the very end.
I'm done cutting them.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Jorge. I'm just waiting for everyone else to be finished. Okay, I'll give you guys one more minute to wrap this up. Right now we're just cutting.
Miss Morales,
Yes.
this is Ashante Bryce's mom. Alexis needs an invitation. They can't get back in.
Okay, let's see. I don't have that permission. Mrs. Beagle, do you mind inviting Alexis?
I got it.
Thank you.
I got it.
And thank you for letting us know, Shantae.
No problem.
That's okay.
Is this what we're supposed to do?
Oh, I'm sorry. Who's speaking?
Mia J.
No, Mia, you have to cut one more time in the middle. So it should be 4 squares in total.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, you're supposed
Okay, I'll give you guys one more minute. Jennifer, you had a question?
I'm done cutting them out.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now let me move myself back. So let me pick up the card. Like, there we go. Hey,
Amira, thank you for raising your hand. Do you have a question?
I'm done.
Okay, thank you. If you're done, it's okay. Just hold on to them. I'm just waiting for everyone else to finish. Okay, so everyone should have 4 small squares. The very last step is we're going to go ahead and get a stapler. Okay, so everyone get a stapler. If you do not have a stapler, it's okay. It's okay if you don't have a stapler, but we want to staple a corner of those 4 pages. So ask your parent or guardian if you need help with that, but we're going to staple the corner of all 4 pages. So it should be kind of like a small book. Jacqueline, you have a question?
I don't have a stapler.
And it's okay. If you do not have a stapler, again, it's okay.
Can we use tape?
Yeah, of course.
Tape? Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
Does the book go in any particular order?
No, no, it doesn't honestly matter about the order. It's okay.
And I don't have a stapler.
Okay, if you do not have a stapler, and if you also don't have tape or you don't have glue, then it's okay. We just want to make sure we do not lose those 4 pages. Those 4.
I do have tape.
Okay, so let's go ahead and tape the corner of the 4 pages. So it should be kind of like a small book. You're able to open it like a small book.
I'm going to do the glue beads. I don't have a stapler.
Jennifer, do you have glue or do you have tape?
I have
Miss
glue.
Morales.
Okay, so can you go ahead and glue a corner of those 4 pages so they're all stick together? Ask your mom for help.
Yes.
Yeah, can you ask your mom?
Glue.
I have a question or maybe a suggestion.
Oh, yes.
Maybe the kids can just fold the corner.
They could, okay. So I don't know if you heard that, everyone, but if you do not have tape, glue, or a stapler, go ahead and just get all 4 pages and fold it. So it should be kind of like folded on the very corner, so all 4 pages are together. If you do not have a stapler, if you do not have tape, or make sure you fold the corner.
And parents, I did just get another email saying that the internet is out at the school, the phones, everything is out, and they have a technician supposed to show up today. So if you do go in and out, apparently they're having problems in the area.
La enena, la castellana, la fonenena, Janata, Fernanda.
Isaiah, go ahead.
When we're gonna do lecture on Moby Max?
That's after this foldable assignment, okay?
Oh, thank you.
Okay. All right, everyone, give me a thumbs up if you have all 4 squares, if you have them stapled, if you have them just all together. Okay, Javi, are you listening? Make sure.
So we do all the only 4.
Right now, we're just focusing on the 4 squares and getting them together.
Okay.
We're not working on it yet. Javi, give me a thumbs up. Javi, do you have all 4 squares all together? Okay. Nayeli, I don't see your face because I know that your camera isn't working, but were you able to get all 4 squares together?
Yeah, I just don't know how to use the stapler, so I'm gonna wait until my mom comes back into the room.
Okay, in the meantime, you could just do that, you could just fold the corner, so all 4 are together.
Okay.
Okay, so it seems like everyone's on the same page. So we're gonna go ahead and work on this, and it doesn't matter the order. Whatever you see first, you're going to do. So it should be 3 boxes that you're working on. Okay, there should be three pages that you're working on. One of them is the green image, and there should be 2 other pages that you're working on. Okay, so let's work on the first one together. Turn to the page with the green image. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and write an equation for this. If you notice, this is organized in a very neat manner. So this is called an array. Okay, can everyone say array?
Array. Array.
Yes.
Array.
Okay, thank you guys. Go ahead and mute, please. So this is called an array. I still hear someone's mic.
Can I go to the restroom?
Who's asking? Daniel, do you mind waiting until we finish this assignment? Can you hold it? Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is called an array. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 colored boxes. So we're gonna go ahead and let's count. Remember what a row is in a column? Let's count the column. We see 1, 2, 3, 4 on one column, right? So let's go ahead and write the number 4. Daniel, can you mic, please? Can you mute? I'm sorry.
I spin. Can I go to the restroom?
Could you wait until after this assignment? It's probably 5 more minutes. Okay, and then if you could just mute for me. Thank you. Okay, so that sounds a lot more better. So we do have 4 in one column. We count 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we have another column right next to it. And we also have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 plus 4, that's going to be our equation we're going to write on top, okay, of the box. So I'll go ahead and repeat that one more time just because I see some confused faces. Okay, so we have this box right here. The green box, okay? So make sure everyone has their listening ears on. And we counted 8 green squares in total. But we need to write this in an equation, okay? So let's count the first column. Remember, columns are up and down. Rows are left and right. So a column, let's count the first column. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first column. So write 4 on top. 4. Plus, write the plus symbol. And let's count the second column. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the second column. Okay, and then 4 plus 4, and then go ahead and answer that. Which should be 8, right? 8 is the sum. Okay, let's go to the second page. Right there, it should say 2 rows of 3, and also on the second page it should say 3 plus 3 equals 6. Does everyone see that page? No, Isaiah? Can I see what you have? Yes, so one of those pages, if you could look for the page that says 2 rows of 3 and 3 plus 3 equals 6.
No, I don't have it.
Okay, can you just do me a favor, Isaiah? Can you just grab paper and a pencil?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, for everyone else, it does say 2 rows of 3 and also 3 plus 3 equals 6. So there's a blank space right in between the those two equations. So we're gonna go ahead and draw in the middle. Okay, where it says 2 rows of 3, let's go ahead and draw. Remember, rows are left and right. So it should look something like this too.
Miss Morales,
Oh, yes?
their page doesn't have the actual 2 and 3. It's blank. They have to put something there.
Oh, okay. Is there like lined boxes?
Yes, there's lines there so that they would put 2 rows of 3.
Yes.
And then the 3 plus 3 is behind it. It's
Okay.
below it.
Okay, awesome.
So they don't have that.
Alrighty, so if you could just write on the blank, you could just put 2 rows of, and then you could also write in the 3 in the other blank. And then for 3 plus 3, I kind of gave it away, but it is 6. So make sure everyone on the blank space, you write 2 rows of the other blank space 3. And on the bottom it says 3 plus 3, and that equals 6. And then once that is filled out, we're gonna go ahead and draw in the blanks. Oh, I'm sorry, not draw. You already have the squares, so we're gonna go ahead and color in. We're gonna color in. Remember, 2 rows. Rows are left and right, left and right. So we're gonna color in, since saying 2, we're just gonna color in 2 of those squares. And how many boxes exactly? We're gonna do 3 boxes in total. So here we have, we're gonna go ahead and color 1, 2, 3. The second row, since saying 2 rows, another 3. 1, 2, and 3. 2 rows, here's 1, and the second row is here. And then 3, we have 1, 2, 3. So on your end, you see lines, right? You see lines and squares. So make sure you color in that. You color in 2 rows and 3 squares each. So you should have 6 small squares colored in total. And you could color it in with your pencil.
We draw three small squares.
Or not draw, you're gonna color in with your pencil. And since it's asking 2 rows, we're going ahead and color in with your pencil 2 rows of them. Here's 1 row, here's the second row. And it also says of 3. So that's why we're coloring in 3 squares in each row. Andres, do you mind if I see your paper? Can I see what you have so far? Andres, can you hear me? Oh, okay, can I see what you have shaded in? Or actually, if you could unmute, since it's kind of hard seeing the camera. Andres, do you mind unmuting so I could hear what you're saying? So Andres, were you able to do it, or are you still kind of confused?
I'm so confused.
Okay, can I see what you're seeing on your end? Do you see where it says blank rows of blank? Okay, so in those blanks, you're gonna write 2, the number 2 in front of rows. So go ahead and write 2. And then it says rows of. The second blank, you're gonna write the number 3. Okay, got it? And then do you also see where it says 3 plus 3? The blank, you should write the number 6 because that's what it equals, right? 3 plus 3 equals 6. So write 6.
Miss Morales?
Oh, yes?
I'm sorry. We don't know where you're at because we just got back on with the internet. Alexis?
Okay. Just to sum up what we've been doing so far, we on the My Foldable page, we cut out with scissors along the dotted lines, so there should be 4 small squares at the very end.
Okay. Okay, you can unmute it.
Alexis, every time I don't see your name on the list, I type it back in again. I'm trying to keep her on.
Okay.
All right, Andres, and then now we're back now that we have the blanks filled out, the next step is to actually fill in the boxes, okay? So the first thing it says 2 rows of 3. So rows, Andres, is rows left and right, or is rows up and down? Andres. It's okay if you don't know. Rows would be considered left and right. So it would look like this, Andres. Like this. It will look like, I don't know if you could see, Andres, but here's like a box where it says a row versus this one's considered a column, okay? So it's saying 2 rows of 3. So we're gonna go ahead and shade in 2 rows. Here's 1, 2, and it's saying of 3. So we're gonna go ahead and shade 3 boxes in each row. Shade in 1, shade in 2, shade in 3, and that's the first row, but saying we have 2 rows. So shade in 1, 2, 3 on the second row. So go ahead and shade that in your page. 2 rows of 3. Yes, Deleza?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, you may. Thank you for asking. On the very last page, you could do the exact same thing. So it should say blank rows of blank. Go ahead and write the 2 rows of 3. Yes, Mia?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Very quickly, please.
Okay.
If you're all done so far, you could go ahead and do the very last page. Isaiah, you have a question?
Are we doing Moby Max now?
No, we're still not done with this foldables. So until we're done, which it seems like we might not be able to do it, but we'll see, okay?
Oh, it's because it was 9:15, but now it's it passed. That was our recess.
Yeah, and then at 9:30 we have students leaving to a different class. Adrian, you have a question?
I'm able to plug it in like Moby Max because I'm using my dad's computer, and my dad's computer only has working stuff for him.
Okay, well, we're not worrying about Moby Max right now. Right now, we're just gonna focus on My Foldable, what we're doing right now, okay? So let's just worry about Moby Max later. All right, so page 1 and page 2 should be done. Now we're gonna go on to the third page for those who haven't started on the third page. The third page should look like this. Is this one, this corner? So look for this one with the blank square and the lines.
What page is it?
There's not a page number, but the one that you cut out, it should be the very last one that you haven't done. It should look like this. On the blank spots, we're gonna write 2 on the first blank where it says 2 rows of, and then we're gonna write the number 3. So 2 rows of 3. Go ahead and write those numbers, 2 and 3. And we're going to do the exact same thing, guys. So rows. Rows are considered left and right. So here's one row and here's the second row. And we're going to color in 3 boxes in each row. Okay, so I want to see how you guys do it. 3 boxes in each row. I'll give you about 3 minutes to do that.
Is it in a math homework?
No, it's the foldable that you've been cutting out.
Oh.
It's one of those pages that you cut out right now.
I don't know what number is right here.
Ms. Morales, can you tell us the last number that you gave them? I think it was 2 rows of 3?
Of 3, yes. Uh-huh.
Thank you.
And for those of you, it looks like Sulema, you're all done. If you're all done and you're kind of just waiting for everyone else to finish, you're more than welcome to read a book. Yes, Amira?
I'm done.
Okay, if you're all done, you could go ahead and read a book silently, okay? Yes, Mia? Mia J.
I don't have a book.
If you don't have a book, or what do you usually read when you have free time?
They have an anthology. Everybody has an anthology.
If you're still confused on this, don't be shy. Don't be afraid to ask for help. So you could raise your hand. I will be more than happy to help you. Or you can also ask a parent to help you as well, or guardian. Who's all done? Give me a thumbs up if you're all done. If you're all done, give me a thumbs up. Okay. So it looks like just like 1 or 2 are still working, which is okay. I'll give you about a minute left.
I don't know anything about Atlanta.
Yes, Adrian?
I'm gonna be rating with this.
Oh, because you're all done?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right, can someone tell me by raise of hand what we learned about today? What was the vocabulary word that we learned about in this assignment, in this foldable? So the squares that are arranged in a organized manner, what is that called? Logan?
It's called Arius.
That's good. You're pronouncing it a little bit off. It's called an array. Yeah, but you got it right. It's an array. Okay, so since the majority of us are finished, I'll go ahead and dismiss those who need to go to the different class since it's about 9:30. So you're oh, Miss Beagle, do they just log out and they know where to go, or do they have to get invited?
Okay, there should be an invitation on the calendar. I checked with someone and they said it's there. So it's Deleza, Chavi, Catalea, Daniel, Jennifer, Ricardo, Alejandro, Solema. You need to go to the team's calendar and you need to join Mrs. Garcia's team for a lesson. And then it is 9:30, so everybody else should be doing Lexia. And then at 10 o'clock, it would be a break. So when you're done with Mrs. Garcia, you take a break and come back at 10:15.
Do we do Moby Max? Can we do Lexia or Moby Max?
What did I just say? What did I just say? What did I tell you to do?
What time do we come back?
What did I just tell the class to do?
Do Lexia.
Thank you very much for listening. I said Lexia for 30 minutes till 10 o'clock. And at 10 o'clock, then you take your break for 15 minutes and you come back at 10:15. But everybody should be doing Lexia, and I can see if you're doing it because I get a report. So if you don't go to Mrs. Lopez's class, you're doing Lexia.
Miss Morales, I have a question. Are we still staying logged into here while the kids are doing Lexia?
For those who have finished this My Foldable assignment, they could go on to Lexia, but the rest of the students, they know where to go. They're going to a different class. Bryce, I think he was one of those students that stays, so he's gonna work on Lexia right now.
I understand that. Are we gonna stay logged into here so you guys can see us while we're doing Lexia?
Oh.
No. I can see a totally separate Lexia report.
Perfect.
So whichever is easiest for you, we do Lexia for 30 minutes and come back at 10:15 after our break.
Thank you.
That help?
It did.
Okay, see you in a bit.
What's your ID? 800? What is it?
What
Oh my
password?
god, you should know this, puppy.
So, Miss Morales, everyone who's finished with math should be logging out and logging into Lexia. And coming back at 10:15 after a 10 to 10:15 break.
Okay.
And what's your password? Your this one. It's okay, but
Deleza, do you have a question?
What time do we come back?
10:15.
I leave now?
We are. Oh, Miss Beagle, is Jennifer part of the group that goes to the different class, or did she stay? No.
Jennifer is supposed to go to the calendar and go to Miss Garcia's class.
Yeah, but I like calendar and the
And Jennifer,
Yes.
you go to Miss Garcia's class right now. Then you take a break at 10 o'clock until 10:15. At 10:15, you go to Mr. Ringwood's class, okay? And then after Mr. Ringwood's class, you do PE for a half hour. Then you go to lunch. And then you go to enrichment. And then you don't come back to our class till 12:10 for Jennifer only. That's kind of a hairy schedule, but you got to get used to that. Okay, got all that, Jennifer?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good. See you in a bit.
Oh, Isaiah's mom?
yes, since we started, Isaiah hasn't been able to log into Lexia. It says that the password is not correct. I've been trying, and he's been trying the one he used to have before, like last year, and also the new one, the one that we log into, and it's not working.
Okay, did you try, did you go to the class link?
Yes, we did.
What did you use for a